Well, good morning, family. What's going on? It's your main man, Joe Dupree. Hashtag truth be told. JD live in the building in the great state, better known as the land of Lincoln. We are in the great state of Illinois, a little bit outside of Champaign, Illinois, on our way to Chi-Town, Chicago, the Chi. We in the building, family. And on this Freedom and Fun Friday, hopefully everyone is doing well because we are rolling. Wanted to say what's up to everybody out there. I know I got some people. And I ain't never by myself. Never, never, never. You know her. She is the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity. She is the queen herself doing her thing in the queendom of you're welcome because we're thankful for everything. And once you are thankful, the response to being thankful is you are welcome. It's my girl. I got to add it to the thing. Come on, let's come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my girl, Alethea Crimmins. Hey, Alethea, how are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Girl, I am rolling. Listen, I got to do this because you just got to see how beautiful. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I got to do something else. Did the wrong thing. So let me do what I need to do. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hold on. I want y'all to see that. Look how beautiful the sunrise is. It's a beautiful sunrise. I hope y'all can catch that. Man, it
Mm-hmm.
is a beautiful sunrise. We are on the road in the land of Lincoln. Like I said, we're right outside Champaign, Illinois. We are rolling on, I believe we're on I-57. I-57 making our way into Chicago. Hashtag truth be told, we are in the building. Alethea has her own podcast. As you know, it is in the driver's seat with Alethea Crimmins. Alethea, how are you doing on this morning? Tell me something good. Tell me something good.
I opened my eyes. So any day I can open my eyes is a good day for me. So I'm doing really good. I'm getting ready to. Well, I'm packing all of my stuff because I'm be heading to Cleveland, Ohio. I'll be out
Okay.
there for a week for an event. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay. So you're on your way to Cleveland. All right. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. I don't know if I'm going to keep us that long on this Freedom and Fun Friday. I am enjoying this lovely view as we are making our way into Chicago. We're going to be in Chi-Town. Of course, today is going to be a day of celebration. It's really not a somber day. Uh, Unfortunately, we had a fraternity brother who untimely home going and God calling him to his from labor to rest and reward caught us by shock and surprise, but we're going to put his remains to rest. And we know that he is with the ancestors right now. Um, on this Freedom and Fun Friday, I want to say this because I'm riding with some good brothers, and we had a great conversation about who are we to judge. And I
Mm,
really want to say that because in this judgmental world that we have this day, and we have a very judgmental world. Everybody judges everything from the post you put out there, the grammar on the post, to the clothes you put on when you do lives, the background you have, what is going on. But for folks themselves not to be perfect, who are you to judge somebody else's imperfections?
yes.
Sweep around your own front door before you come and try to sweep around mine.
Yes.
We got to stop that, present company included. It's nothing. And if you care about your community and care about your people as much as you say you care, before you put a person on blast on social media or before you try to correct somebody on social media, why don't you inbox them and say, did you see the mistake? Did you see the mistake? See, some of y'all want to be the one to say, I called it out. But a real leader and a real person who is about the betterment of their community and black and brown folks that look like them. If I see Alethea making a mistake, I'm not going to put it on the post she made the mistake on. I'm going to inbox her and say, Alethea, you might need to go back. Maybe this ain't quite right. Take a look at it. I saw this and I think it should go like this, and allow her to make the correction. But y'all want to get the credit for correcting. Some of y'all call y'all all kind of names. Y'all want to be the grand. Y'all want to be the grand inquisitor, and you want to be the grand corrector. That's what y'all want to do. I said it.
That is true. That is true.
So
Like
it is.
everybody
Go
want,
ahead.
want everybody want to have something to say about what other people doing, but you have more skeletons in your closet than a little bit. Like people are, and it just baffles me how we live in a perfect world where everybody feels like they are perfect and that they have absolutely nothing wrong with them, but it makes them feel superior to make other people feel inferior. That's what that is. It it makes you feel good to point out other people's flaws. It makes you feel like you are a better person to point out what's wrong with other people. But that just makes you look like you are insecure. That's how that makes you look.
You know, it saddens me. And once again, I started this Freedom and Fun Friday. Uh, what day is it? It's the 12th? The 12th, right? The day's the 12th. Am I
It is the
correct?
11th.
The
It
11th.
is the
Okay, the
11th.
day's the 11th.
Yes.
Tomorrow's the 12th. That's right. So today's the 11th, Freedom and Fun Friday. And it's good. 1v1. We got to start looking at ourselves before we start looking at everybody. Because too many times, and this is where you mess up your own credibility by the words that come out your mouth. You can't say you're a community advocate. You can't say that you for the people. You can't say you for anybody, yourself, your family, the children, your children, other people. You can't say you for anything when after further review and a closer examination, we really see that really who you for is yourself when you write.
Yeah.
You want everybody to hold you in high esteem when you right, but you don't want nobody to check you when you're wrong. I heard something yesterday that blessed my soul. In God we trust. Everybody else gets cross-examined. I'm gonna start
Mm.
using that. I trust in God, but everybody else they're gonna get cross-examined. Everybody else gonna get questioned because the only perfect person who has perfect love that really cares about me, good, bad, ugly, when I'm up, when I'm down, and that's another thing. Somebody y'all don't believe in God. Things you do because you know God watches everything. God sees everything that other folks don't see. And at the end of the day, if he really has the final call or the final say in your life, you wouldn't do it because you got too much fear of God seeing it and God being the one to call you on the carpet when you really get to the place where it counts. Because it's temporary
Mm.
housing. It's just that temporary housing. I had a friend of mine say something that was so grandioso yesterday, and I know that's not a word. I use a lot of words that ain't a word, but he said something that blessed my soul. He said, "How the hell can you be living in the projects, $25 rent, and you got to be on social media criticizing somebody who own a house?"
Yes. Yeah, like how are you upset and talking about somebody who has a vehicle and you still walking or riding the bike? Like how how you fix your mouth to talk about people that's doing better than you? That is because you are a hater. And haters simply stand for having anger towards everybody reaching success. And you are mad because
Mm.
they have more than what you do, and they are at another level than what you are. So now you have an issue. So you have to come up with something to bash them and badmouth them so that it can make you seem like you are relevant. And I say it all the time. The talking about other people makes them irrelevant because otherwise they would be irrelevant.
That part. We got Brother Bowtie in the green room. I saw him in the green room. I need him to come back, turn his camera on where we can bring him on. Sister Jax will be coming on shortly also. This will be a shortened version because, like I said, we're in the beautiful state of Illinois. We're passing by I-74 right now. It goes to Peoria and to Indianapolis. Now, I always think about Peoria, Illinois. Time I think about Peoria and Champaign, I can't help but to think about the great comedian, the late great Richard Pryor, and puts a smile on my face. But Brother Bowtie is in the green room. I need him once he comes on and turns the camera on. Sister Jackson's gonna be coming on. But on this Freedom and Fun Friday today, maybe we all need to look at each other, and before we spew out anything negative about anybody on any level, we might need to ask ourselves, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge?
Um,
Who
I
just who am I to judge?
during Pride, I had interviewed a mom and dad, and they were there for their kids, and they were there for Pride, giving free mom and dad hugs. And I had interviewed them, and something that he said to me was profound when I asked him why he was there, and he said, I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm going to respect it.
Mm,
I don't have to like the life that you live. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm going to respect it. And the
mm,
fact that he was out there with his kids, and his kids came and spoke so highly of their parents and how they just allowed them to be who they are. And he said, I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree, but I'm going to respect it. And that's what people need to do and understand. You do not have to like the life that I live. You do not have to agree with the life that I live. But what I expect you to do is respect the life I live and not judge me because of it. Because your life is not perfect. Because how are you going to come for me for the life that I live and the shit that you doing? You don't want to talk about that.
Alethea and Brother Bowtie, I see you here, and we want you to jump in on the conversation. The problem is people try to quantify sin. See, they try to
Yes.
say, they once again, we try to rewrite the Bible to make us look right instead of reading it like it is and saying what it says. The Bible says no sin is greater than the other. So the point about it is, if you are sinning, or if there is a sin that I can point out on you, if I'm doing a sin too, no matter what that sin is, it could be a little white lie. It could be a little coveting something. It could be no sin outweighs another sin. Sin is sin. So I ain't got time to be talking about you and what you doing. What I need to be doing is looking at myself, trying to get my life in order. Brother Bowtie, how you doing on today? Ladies and gentlemen, my good brother down in Miami, Florida. There he is, Antonio Cole, brother known as Brother Bowtie. How are you doing? I love the sweater, my brother. Love the
I
sweater.
appreciate
Talk,
it. I
talk to me.
appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate you. I had to wear something to represent the frat today and respect and none of brothers past grandmaster story, man. I hope you guys have a pleasant time today during the ceremony, and I hope you guys find peace during this time of sorrow as well as myself. We lost a great brother, great brother. He was one of the first brothers to take me in when I was one of the youngest grandmasters. So I appreciate him. I'm gonna miss him. Sure enough, gonna miss him, but
Amen.
same time, I need you guys to be safe, and I know the ceremony gonna be perfect and then on point tonight. And be safe
Yes,
on
sir.
that road, Joe. Is it cold up there?
Man, honestly, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, for me, it is because I'm coming from the heat that we deal with and the humidity that's down south. So anytime that you're up north, I was going to tell Alethea that you might want to grab you a little something, a little, because I know folks are looking at me a little crazy, but where we at, we have stifling heat and humidity. Up here, it feels good, but it is
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, not as, to me, it's not as warm as it be down south, because down south, it's got that choking. We got that choking, as that
Yeah,
old blues song say. We got that choking kind of heat.
yeah.
It'll choke you up. But no, man, it's very lovely. I mean, I just finished showing. Hold on, I'll do it like this, man. It's we just rolling. We right outside of Champaign. We about 140 miles from the hotel that we go to in Chicago, which is right there at the airport at O'Hara. Man, it's beautiful out here. It's beautiful, beautiful day.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a little rain on the way, but we hope that the Lord kind of pushes that to the side for the next couple of days, and like you said, we get to send a brother home the way he needs to be sent home. And I'm not here to tell people how this brother died, but I am here to tell them how he lived.
Mm. That's what's up. That's what's up. Very, very beautiful. Very
So,
beautiful. Yeah. So I woke up. I woke up kind of late. Don't beat me up, Joe. But
oh man, you good. You good. You never late. Hey, you right on time, brother. Listen, we all right on time at the end of the day. Like I said, who am I to judge? Look,
yeah. Then I
you
had to
are
get my
here.
morning drugs in, pretty much my coffee and my tea. So
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
old because
Okay.
once you pass about 35, you need that coffee, that caffeine to say, okay, let's get this motor running. So
Yep.
I needed my
Facts.
coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
Facts. Sean,
So
can
we
you
just rolling along.
hear me?
Look who in here. The man with the books, the plan, the man that tells you reading is fundamental. I call him the new Lamar Burton of our culture. My man, Sean P with the Sean P experience. Sean, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? Happy Friday, man. And you watching this show, right? Like you made it through the week, baby. You made it through the week. The week is
Yes.
behind you, baby. Going to the good, rejuvenating, refreshing weekend, man. So stay travels out there on that road, Joe.
Hey, we doing our thing. The road show is in full effect. We're going to start doing this more often. I'm actually going to start on Fridays, showing up in people's neighborhoods, showing up at certain locations, and broadcasting live from there. And we're going to get people on here to tell you their story from their hood, where we can understand the plight of our people. Many a times, us just talking about it, we need to take it to the places. Like, we need to go to other states, other cities, other hoods, and we need to put microphones in front of people and say, hey, can you tell us how you feeling? Because people are going through hell right now. The economy, even though it isn't at the point it's going to be, because like I said, they passed the big, beautiful bill. And a lot of folks saying, I ain't feeling it. You ain't feeling it because they set it up that way. They set it up that you ain't going to feel it until after the midterms. After the midterms, oh, you're going to feel it. It's going to be felt, and it's going to be felt in a way that's going to make you probably sick at your stomach. But as we roll through this beautiful country of ours, we've been from Louisiana to Arkansas, Arkansas to Tennessee, Tennessee to Missouri, Missouri. Now we're in the great state of Illinois, rolling through the land of Lincoln. This is a beautiful country, man. And I'm so blessed that God allowed me to wake up this morning, see this lovely sunrise. And as I make my way to Chicago, for more than one thing, there's a lot going on in Chicago for me. As I make it to Chicago, all I can say is on this Freedom and Fun Friday, the theme is, who am I to judge? I need to start making sure that I got myself together. Grammatically, I'm not the most grammatically perfect person in the world, but guess what? There's folks that worse than I am, and there's folks that's better than I am. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. Looks wise, I'm not the most handsomest person in the world. There's people whose looks are worse than mine. There's people whose looks are better than mine. But while I'm up in here talking about whatever, I need to talk from a place of self-improvement. Who am I to judge? Too many times we try to be critics instead of saying, how can I use this situation that may be unfortunate to somebody else to help self-correct my life and have a better life? Come on with it, Sean. I see you want to come on. Come on with it.
You saying it right, Joe. You saying it right. I want to post some positivity on Chicago. Let's talk about the homicide rate being down. In
Come on.
Baltimore, the homicide rate being down. Let's celebrate that. Let's talk about that. Let's spread that
Right.
positivity on those places that's normally talked about in a bad way.
Right. And I mean, not only is the homicide rates down, we got to start talking about how we have come to a place where we're really starting to have a better understanding of one another. Like Brother Bowtie said, we've got to start supporting each other's businesses. We've got to start to talk to one another, communicate with one another, and be more about collaboration and less about competition. It ain't about who the HNIC. And it was funny, I was just having a conversation about that, because if you really go to that thing we call the Bible or the Word of God or God's Word or Scripture, it's funny. When everything went haywire in the beginning, God put somebody in charge. God didn't come and check the person who said, hey, baby, you need to eat this. It tastes good. I was told to eat it. I ate it. Ain't nothing happened to me. I'm fine. Why don't you eat it? See what happens, because I'm fine. He didn't come back down and say, let me talk to you because you're the one who told him to eat it. He didn't talk to the snake and say, hey, snake, why you come Watusi your tail in here telling her this, that, these, and the third? No, he showed up and the first words out of his mouth was, where he at? Where he at? Yeah, I need to know where the guy put the charge. And I need to have a word with him. Before I check y'all, I need to check the man I put in charge. And if you read the scripture, not only did he confront the man he put in charge, he confronted him and he chastised them all at the same time. Okay, I told you to do this, you didn't do it. There's your punishment. Oh, number 2 and number 3, I ain't forgot about you either. Since you did this, here's your punishment. And number 3, here's your punishment. But he started off with the head. And sometimes we got to have more respect for the head. And we don't. Because society tells us we all can be the head. No. Sometimes you got to pay attention and know what is what. And you got to understand how it moves. And understand this. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to make sure I get myself together. And we all need to get ourselves together where we can be better for each other. I got to be better for Alethea. I got to be better for Brother Bowtie. I got to be better for Sean because they are part of my family, even though they're not my blood family. See, that's another thing. We got to stop saying the only people I'm concerned about is me and mine. Everybody else can go to hell in a handbasket. That's wrong. We all family. We all family. Sister Alethea, come with it now.
You are right. And Willie said it best. The Most High is the only judge. But sometimes we want to play God. We want to play God. We want to act like we are the know-all, be-all, end-all, that we are the ones that make all of the choices. And that's not how it is. And yes, there is one leader, but we all want to be in charge. And that is the quickest way to have chaos, is when everybody thinks that they are in charge. Everybody wants to play that leadership role, but nobody wants to be the one to be told what to do. Sometimes you have to fall back. You have to fall back.
Here's the thing, and Brother Bowtie, I'm going to testify to this because we belong to an organization. We see this all the time. Everybody want to run. And Sean must have been gone. He must be coming back. Wait a minute. Let's do this. Let's put Jackson in. There goes Jackson in the building. Hey, Sister Jax. How you doing?
What's up, family? What's up?
Okay.
Good morning, Jax.
Great day.
Okay.
Great conversation.
Good morning.
And we're going to put Sean P back in the building. Hold on. Let me add Sean back in. Okay. We got everybody in. Everybody here. Okay. So let's just be real about it. Everybody want to wear the crown. Everybody wants the perks. Everybody wants the poppers. And everybody wants the pat on the back, but don't nobody want the accountability or the responsibility.
That part.
See, everybody wants the pat on the backs. They want to click like and shares. They want to say, "Oh, you're so good at what you do," but don't nobody want the criticism. Don't nobody want the accountability and the responsibility. And sadly, I got to say this. You must be a sad, miserable person that every time I see you on a live, every time I see you on a post, you criticizing somebody. Are you critiquing something? Are you never saying anything to uplift anybody, but you're doing under the cloak of, I'm trying to educate y'all to make y'all better.
But people want to be in charge. People want to have that role until they are in that role. That you want to be in that role until you have to be in that role, and then it's like, oh, well, go talk to so and so, the real one that is in charge, because you don't have the knowledge to be in charge. You don't have these skill set to be in charge. You don't have what it takes to be in charge. You don't know what they have to go through to be in charge. So that's why when you actually have to be in charge, you like, oh, well, go talk to this one, because they are the one with the actual knowledge and skill set to do the job. You're just playing.
Mm-hmm.
You're just
Mm,
playing.
mm,
I
And
often,
mm.
I
I
often
I
say
love the
that.
go ahead, brother Bowtie.
I often say, especially me being a member of an organization having the highest seat, I often tell brothers like and sisters, you guys want to run for a position, but you're not even in position to even run for that
Mm,
position.
Mm.
You
come
know,
Say
on,
that
you
brother
again.
Bowtie. Ooh,
Say
and
that. Say that
more
again.
simplified.
Say that again. Say that. No. Say that. Go back, because somebody didn't hear that in the back. You need to say that again and say it a little bit slower. Go ahead, my brother.
Gotcha. I say you guys want to run for a position, but you're not in position to run for a position.
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm,
more simplify even more, you guys, some people want to be millionaires and they're not even working a job at all. They haven't invested in anything. They don't got no bank account. So there's a lot of things that you want because you see things. You know, you see you see young people or people our age. They glorify celebrities and like, all you do is sit at home and watch soap opera. How you plan on being like Oprah if only thing you're doing is sitting home watching Oprah?
come
You
That's
know,
right.
on.
That's right.
if you
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I don't want to push nothing negative, but even if you want to be the biggest drug dealer on the block, how you gonna be the biggest drug dealer on the block if you busy snitching or you busy in the house just like, oh, that man moving this, that man that. And I'm not pushing them there because I never sold drugs there in my life, but we're
but
not.
no.
There's
So
so many
but
people not in position to even run for a position, you know. And
hey,
Joe, you said something earlier. If I can go back just to something that you said about you going where we are or going where the people are. Joe, you on your way going where the people are. And I
right.
tell people, I'm a well traveled man. Obviously, I'm a traveling man. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to say, Chicago is one of my favorite cities. And I tell you the reason why Chicago is one of my favorite cities. It doesn't have nothing to do with the food. That doesn't have nothing to do with the snow. Doesn't have nothing to do with 63rd or the anything like that. The reason why Chicago is one of my favorite cities is because before I ever went to Chicago, I heard about the shootings, the murder rates, the violence, and everything like that. I seen the propaganda on TV. And I had to be honest, my first time going to Chicago, I actually like that's the place where there's some real. A dude literally walked up to my car and made me straighten out my fedora. So I took it off. Like you don't even gotta
That's
do
a real thing.
that.
That's a real thing.
but but on a serious note, I'm gonna tell you why I love Chicago. And Joe, you can testify this because you go to Chicago every year for the scholarship banquet. This is the most dancing and loving place that you can
Mm.
possibly be. From my understanding, there's a city code that if you dance between 11 or 12 o'clock during your lunch break, you can get paid for it or stuff like that. Like these people, they have the stepping mute. Oh my God, the stepping is so
Yes.
sexy and so beautiful. They have the house music. And you're like,
Yep.
so why you not showing these people stepping? Why you not showing these people creating house music or dancing to house music? Why you choose to show the gun violence or these people? Why you not telling the story that this is where all the black great organization found out from the Nation of Islam, the Moore Science Temple of America, the National Black Panther Party, everything started in Chicago. So why you guys not telling the story? So Joe, I support you when you say let's go where we at, let's go where these people at and let them tell their story.
Right. People have
I
stories to
love it.
tell. You know, the sad thing about it is we instead of pimping positivity like Sister Alethea, we too busy pushing out poverty and looking like pompous asses. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's our thing. Let's put these girls out here fighting. Let's and then we have a double standard with everything. You know, we'll jump on here and drive men up and down the line. If an older man is trying to talk to younger women, which I do not condone, especially when the younger women are not of legal age, oh, we'll drive it until we can't drive it no more. But we won't talk about these aunties that are out here sleeping with these young boys.
Mm.
See, we too double-minded and too just double-sided on stuff. Oh, we'll drive these old papas and we'll drive all these old men who out here, you know, doing whatever they're doing, but we won't talk about these aunties and these cougars. Oh no, we won't do that. See, and that's the problem. Wrong is wrong, regardless who's doing it. Regardless if it's male or female, black or white, green, blue, purple with fantanas on their head. Wrong is wrong, but we try to quantify wrong. We try to talk about Alethea's lifestyle, but we won't talk about all these women we out here sleeping with.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you out here with a wife and 25 different other chicks you sleeping with, but you want to talk about Alethea and her lifestyle. Stop it. Get your house in order. Stop being Zach. Don't even open up your mouth to talk about Alethea. But that's a problem. We got too many gossiping Gussies and Gussettes of the ghetto. That's all they want to do. They want to listen. First of all, if you living in Section 8 housing paying $25 rent, there ain't too much you can talk to me about anyway. Hold it. Now I understand, and not to down people who need social services. If you need it, but if you tell me you've been living in Section 8 housing for 10 years of your life, Houston, I have a problem. Unless you have a serious, debilitating handicap or something that really makes it that you can't work. You know, I understand there are people out there that have things that are wrong with them that are to no fault of their own. And some of them are stuck with it for life. But some folks are really just pimping the system. And that's about to come. This big, beautiful bill, since y'all, since y'all were all talking about Kamala Harris and how y'all don't want Kamala to be the next president. Well, your president, because he your president, he won the popular vote. He won the electoral college. He your president, and because you didn't choose to go vote, he your president. If you live in this country, he your president. He about to put an end to that, and then we're gonna see what y'all gonna do.
Yeah,
What y'all
I
gonna
don't know
do?
if you seen the interview yesterday with the Secretary of Agriculture, but she said that after they get rid of the immigrants, she said there's a whole bunch of people in America who's on governmental assistance who can get out here and get a job and they can pick their own fruits and
Oh
vegetables
yeah.
and work on it.
Oh
So they
yeah.
got a
Oh,
Oh yeah.
plan coming.
Not only that, if you didn't catch Trump's slip up when Trump said, hey, I want everybody who really wasn't born pure American to get hold it. There was some real smoke yesterday. Some
Mm-hmm.
real smoke on it. So wait a minute. Let me bring one more person in. I'm
so
bringing all kind of people in.
so is he going to deport his wife?
I
Exactly.
know, right?
No, the
I'm
question was,
just
is he
Welcome
going
the
to, is
baby
he,
to the bunch.
I'm just
hold it, is he
Welcome,
going,
asking.
lady.
it's,
Is he
right.
going to deport his wife? Because she
Wait a minute,
ain't
is he
come
going to
here.
deport himself? Is he going to deport himself?
She ain't come
He
here.
is a son of immigrants. Is he going to deport himself? That was the question that was asked yesterday. Are you going to deport yourself, sir? Sir, are you going to deport yourself? Are you going, because you are a son? You not your family ain't from the United States of America. Your family is from Germany. Are you going to deport yourself? Who did we just lose? I lost Jax.
So,
Jackson be
so,
back.
So
so
his
what is he
wife,
gonna do?
from my
Right.
understanding, I know for sure his wife is an immigrant and his youngest son
Yes.
is an immigrant. So
So are you gonna get rid of them? Because I'm just
No.
asking. But Noble DeQuace said it best. Michael Jackson's song made a change. He said, "Start with the person in the
in the
mirror."
mirror. Yep.
But oftentimes we don't want to do that. Like we want to point that finger, but we don't want to see what we are doing to cause what is going on. If you want to make a change, then you have to be the change.
Right. That part. That part. That part.
Hey,
Welcome,
Elijah.
the prophet
Hey y'all.
himself, Elijah. What sports?
Moo.
What's
Yeah.
going on in sports, brother? 35 minutes past the hour. 35 past the hour. Talk to me.
We got some type of controversial issue as well. I mean, listening to you guys, y'all was going hard. I don't think I could fit in today. I don't think I could fit in. But I know you're on your way to Chicago, and this is about Angel Reese. She basically had the cover of 2K26. She will be on there. Robert Griffin posted and congratulated her, whatever. People in the comments were being disrespectful to Angel Reese, calling her all
Of
types of
course.
names. One of them was like monkey and stuff like that. Robert Griffin was like, hey, we should. I'm just paraphrasing. Hey, I don't think that y'all should be doing that. She's well accomplished. But Angel Reese and her family decided we don't care what you trying to defend us now. Back in the day when
Right.
we told people we hated Caitlin Clark, and that started this whole thing. No matter if you want to call it racial or just whatever, pure hate, you started this. And Robert Griffin was basically saying, hey, I heard from the camp that she didn't like Caitlin Clark. and then they got back on him and said, nobody talks to you, so stop putting these narratives out there. So my question to y'all, should Robert Griffin just leave it alone? I mean, I know he's trying to do his job as a media guy and trying to clear the air a little bit, but should he just leave the whole situation alone? Because he actually, to me, started it. But I just want to know from y'all, what do you think?
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing and back out. Robert is like a lot of folks I know that are not Robert Griffin III. They will light a house on fire and walk out the house and swear to God they the burn victim.
Mm, mm.
Now I'm gonna back up off of y'all talk. I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, I love that statement, Joe. I really love that statement. But I think he should most definitely I think he should back out. I think he should only interview the people that he likes. And obviously I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm gonna call it spade a spade. And I know we don't supposed to say coon and house nigga, but obviously he got a serious issue with his own complexion. So if you're comfortable praising and uprising the other race, then you do that. And then we know where you stand at. I mean, like, ain't like we gonna try to kill you. We just know, okay, go on your side. You got our permission to go hang with these people and glorify these people. But leave us alone.
You remember on Chappelle show? What did they have? They had the draft. They had the race draft.
Yeah.
They had the race. Draft. They had the right. So the black delegation would like to take him and him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I agree with y'all because I think Robert Griffin, he's trying to clean up his own mess. He started this, y'all. Like he legit came out and was trying to make a war between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, sometimes what is not said is already understood. If you don't like the girl, then you don't like the girl. Like we all can see it, but at the same time, you putting your little sprinkles of salt on it didn't heal the wound. And now you over here trying to backpedal and say, oh, she deserves it. But the people in your comments are already saying what you put out there. Like, and then you think you're going to say and try to give somebody grace or uplift somebody. No, it's too late. It's too late. Sometimes you need to just sit back. I don't care if you're a reporter or just a person that just want to talk about it. Sit back. And you could be like, you know what? I don't have to say this. Let somebody else say it because my thing isn't for clicks, likes, comments. My thing isn't for that. I just want to speak the truth. And that's what it can be for people. But it's for Robert. He know what he's doing.
By the way, Elijah, what channel or what who is he advertising for? I'm not advertising, but who's he sports analyst for? Who he's working with?
He got fired from ESPN and now he does his own thing.
I figured that too. So
the question is,
I think he's doing it for likes because that's
right.
I mean, like,
at the end of the day, and Sean, I'm gonna let you come in next. At the end of the day, he's trying to promote his own thing, and we love controversy. Controversy. Prince said, dun 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 dun. We love it. Controversy. Come on, Sean, talk to me.
If you think about it, unfortunately, he got hurt playing football, so his NFL career was didn't really pan out. ESPN, he got fired, that didn't really pan out. Like you just bitter about your plight in life. There ain't nobody fault though. See a little girl compared to you. You know what I'm saying? Like she never did you nothing. I'm gonna just say it like that.
So that's deep. I love that because you're saying he's bitter, right? And that's how it is sometimes. Those that are bitter create the most controversy for no reason. And so that's how it is, whether it be in sports, politics, in all arenas of life. Many times when you're bitter, you just want to start stuff just to be starting stuff. And then like somebody said in the chat, he's a social media junkie getting paid for likes. That's just how it goes down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Want to be starting something, got to be starting something. Say, want to be starting something, got to be starting something. Too high to get on. Hold it. Listen, I had to get it out there because here's the issue. Here's a straight up issue. Some of y'all are not man or woman enough to go back to the folks that you had offended. Robin should go to this woman one-on-one and say, listen, can I talk to you? And if she accepts wanting to talk, because once again, once you offend a person, you don't have permission to set the terms on how we negotiate us coming back together or conversating. Let me make that crystal clear to y'all. Once I find out that you have done me in, you don't have the power to tell me how we try to reconcile and come back together.
That's
Mm.
right. That's right.
I think
You ain't never
you
told
know what I think. I think he should be quiet.
Go
What
on,
JG
JC.
said.
Go.
He need to be like Farrakhan talking to Mike Wallace. Just be quiet. You know.
Right,
If I was
That's
right,
Angela
right.
right.
Reese, if I was Angela Reese, I would tell him, "Hey, RG3, this how we gonna do this. We'll
Yeah.
have peace terms. Tell your wife to meet me on the court. I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't gonna play you, but I'm gonna play your wife. And once I
That,
Mhm.
beat your
that
wife, I
part.
need you to be quiet.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Which
be
you
quiet.
will.
Elijah,
Which you will.
Elijah, I got a question. Hold it, Elijah, I got a question. What's going on with Shador? I'm a little bit concerned. I saw some things. What's going on with my man Shador Sanders? Can you talk to me, brother? Talk to me.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm thinking Cleveland will give him a fair opportunity, but I heard that they're on the market to sign another quarterback, which possibly could be Kirk Cousins. I don't know what's going on with Shador. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I don't know much about it. But yesterday, because I'm falling, it's supposed to be this big faux high profile players trade, and Tua is one of them. So that's why I'm watching. I don't want Dolphins to get rid of Tua, but actually Tua might end up with the Browns, and the Dolphins might end up getting Shador. I
And I
hope it don't go like that because I actually like Tua,
Ooh,
but I would like Shador to be our backup. So I think we should trade our second or third string or somebody else to get Shador because I think Shador is a nice little fit in. But I don't. I think Shador is all right. From what I'm hearing, he's like the best quarterback, but it's more of the popularity and the things that come with him. You know, like he has his own camera crew, so they have an issue with that because the NFL saying, "Hey, we can't control what you put out," so I think that's the issue. And that was the issue why he got drafted late too. Like he don't need the NFL, like so they want to be able to
Black
control.
excellence unchained is always a problem. Black
but I
excellence
Mhm.
unchained is always a problem. We need to call a spade a spade. Watch this. Donald Trump can do what Donald Trump wants to do, and don't nobody say nothing because he ain't Black excellence unchained. White excellence unchained can say and do whatever they want to. But Black excellence, once a Black person says, you know what, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you can't do nothing about it. Now they're a problem.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's
Hey
the
Joe.
see. We got so much hate for ourselves, and I'm coming to you, Sean, and I'm gonna back
Yeah.
up. We got so
Mhm.
much hate for ourselves, and we're so busy backbiting, talking about each other instead of working together, trying to elevate, inform, and put each other in a place where we can all win. We so busy trying to be the head nigga in charge. Here's the problem. When we do have somebody that jumps out there and says, I'm Django, then guess what? We start wanting to be. Everybody wants to be Steven. What are you doing on that horse? You gonna let him sleep in your house?
Yeah,
Man, you must be crazy.
That
Go
that
ahead,
nigga on
Sean.
that nigga on that
Yeah,
nag.
who that nigga on that
who
nag?
that?
He
Hold
Come
over
on.
on,
there in the
Sean.
big house.
You see, I
Yeah.
saw last night. I saw last night somewhere. I saw Donald Trump signing a woman's breast, bro. And they was like,
Wow.
what president ever did that? The man up here
None.
with a pen signing a woman's breast area. I'm like,
Wow.
how could that fly, bro? He do whatever he
And we
wants.
sit,
Yeah.
hold it, and
Because he's
we
right.
sit here with a straight,
Because he's
hold it, we sit here
right.
with a straight face. We sit here with a straight face and allow non-melanated folks to disrespect our president, who was president for 2 terms with no scandal, no mess, no nothing. Barack Obama didn't have the
Oh.
mitigated gall to question if his wife is a real woman. Come on, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. We got to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think we're going in a good angle though, Joe. Meaning that I think we found somebody in the Democratic Party. I'm not a Democrat, but I am a big fan of this person in particular. And I'm not a Republican as well. I think if the Democrats can get behind Jasmine Crockett, I think the Republicans
Ooh.
match they match.
Mm.
The
Mm.
But
Republican
see,
Party is already destroyed. They're going to be messed up for probably about a good 8 or 10 years. But I think Jasmine Crockett, if she get in there, she'll rub some ice cream and some cake in their face and say, "Okay, y'all want to play? Let me show y'all what I can do." Because she
Mm-hmm.
has the guts.
hey, and I agree with you. The question is not so much her Black excellence, her Blackness unchained and being unapologetic. I'm not concerned about our stars. I'm concerned about the supporting cast members that need to back them up in order that they can achieve greater than greatness. Because understand, and we just got to call it a spade a spade. We can't do what they do. We got to always be 10, 20 times better. And if we don't have the right supporting cast, and if you really go back and look at the greatness of President Barack Obama, it was his supporting cast that helped him secure everything he needed to secure for the people. It wasn't for Barack, it was for the people. Barack got the residual. Now we got a guy in there that's just straight up letting you know off the top, off the rip, every move I make is for me. Every Bitcoin is for me. If I pass legislation and it benefits Bitcoin, it's going to benefit me. If I pass legislation that makes the energy industry better, it's because I just purchased some stock in this company and they're going to be doing it. We got a guy there that's made it clear. Everything I pass and everybody who's in my party that works with me, if we pass something, we have a vested interest in whatever we're passing. Period.
And they've always been like that. You know,
that part.
The world is given into the hands of the wicked. So we know who the wicked is. So that's just how they keep on moving it.
Come on, it's 13 minutes. 13 minutes to the top of the hour. You gonna stick with us? We doing 6 the hard way today. You sticking with us, Elijah?
Yeah, I'm actually interested in this topic. I like, you know, I'm gonna listen though. But I'm actually
no. But ask yourself this, Elijah. You cover sports, and just think about it. Before let's talk about sports for a minute before NIL. Once again, I made the statement yesterday. Somebody Googled me, then they tried to send me a message, but they said, "Ooh, you were right." Yeah, I know I'm right. I don't know everything, but some things I know, and I'm not going to even breathe twice on it. The highest paid state official in every state is whoever is the head football coach of the flagship football team over that state. And you ask yourself why the country's so messed up. No offense, I love sports, but you mean the head football coach at LSU is paid more money than the governor of Louisiana?
But
yes,
president.
But to me, it's like how we just talked about it. You just said it. We love drama, right? Sports is full of drama, entertainment. What's going to get paid the highest? Entertainment, drama. What's the guy in the office full of? Entertainment, drama. So we're just looking at like what's going to get us some money, and that's what it really is. With this economy, it's just entertainment, drama. Instead of sometimes we don't take something in America serious enough until we have to take it serious. As you can see, when this beautiful bill's getting going and passed, they had a distraction going on. That drama of Diddy. When the bill getting signed, we over here like, what Diddy did what with Baby Oil now? But this bill getting signed where this is going to affect not just black and brown people, but the people across the America. And as soon as the bill is signed and Diddy got his little sentence, we like, hold on, where did this bill come from? That's why they know, America know what they're doing. They put some tricks and trades in front of our faces to distract us from what's going on behind the scenes. And what's going on behind the scenes is going to affect us. And then if you're unaware of it, you're unaware of it until it actually happens. And that's just America in itself.
I got some family. This topic came up recently. What do y'all say to the people that say, for my own mental health and my own security, I can't afford to watch the news. I can't afford to follow the news. I can't afford to follow the bills being passed. It's fear mongering. What do y'all say to a rebuttal or something like that?
I say you have to do what makes you feel most mentally sound. You don't have to engage and watch the news and be a part of it, because guess what? Stuff is going to happen. The world's going to go on without, with or without you watching the news. So if it's causing you any type of anxiety, stress, some people get depression, especially seasonal depression, you got to turn it off. Turn it off and find something else to fill your spirit. You don't have to watch it because everybody else is watching it. Most of the time now, whatever is really popping in the news, you can catch it on social media if you're watching social media.
Social media is the news. That's why I was just getting ready to say they just came out with a Nielsen poll. More people get their information. To be exact, 85% of the American population get their information from social media.
That's right. And guess what? If you have to detox from social media and straight up unplug. Don't let yourself get into a tizzy because everybody can't handle it. Everything is not for everybody. And that goes back into the topic you guys were talking about earlier about judging, right? So as people, yes, we are not to judge certain, matters, spiritual matters, especially, it's up to the Most High. The Most High is gonna handle all the judgment, but we still got to use a spirit of discernment. So when you use the
Bingo.
spirit of
I
discernment,
just
yes, we are still judging, because when you use that spirit of discernment, you have to judge: is this good? Is this evil? Is this for me?
yeah,
Is this not for me? So
yeah.
if the TV stuff is not for you, unplug, turn it
I
off, and
guess
find something else to do.
when I pose that question, I'm thinking about like Elijah just said. We say, you know what? I don't want to look at that, right? But like certain bills are being passed. We want to see it or not. Certain bills getting passed up there in Congress.
That's
When you
right.
want to see it or not, certain things is being knocked down and approved, and all that's happening outside your knowledge.
That's
You
right.
you
That's
get you
right.
get up one day, all of a sudden this thing is just passed. You say, man, where that came from? You didn't see the whole build up, so when it's about to roll out, you want to unplug from it. That's what I'm
I,
concerned
I,
about.
I
Yeah,
think we
and a
have
lot of
to.
it was still going to happen regardless, because guess what? Project 2025 was still going to be in
Ah,
effect whether Trump was
ah,
there or not. So it's a lot
ah,
of stuff
ah.
that's going down that Kamala would have had no power over, period, because it was still going to roll out. This is
Hold,
prophecy.
hold,
All
hold it,
this
hold
stuff
it.
was going to
Now,
happen.
now, now, Jax, as much as I love you, you're
Hmm.
right. Project 25 is there. One thing I can't do in this chess game is make a move that I don't know if that move would have been made or not. I can't
Hmm.
speak on what Vice President Harris would or would not have done or could have done once she got president, because she's not there. And that's another
Hmm.
thing we got to stop, in my humble opinion. If was a fifth, we all be drawn. You
Hmm.
know, I
Mm.
can only say the facts. The facts is she didn't win the popular vote. She
Hmm.
didn't win the electoral college. And the person that we got in office right now, who is our president, you see the moves he's making. So all I can
That's
tell you is
right.
I know what he's doing. I don't know what she would have did. I don't know would she have made it better or worse. But I can
Yeah.
tell you this, she didn't win. And the most reason why she didn't win wasn't because she wasn't the most qualified.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It wasn't her
Joe,
time.
I
You know what
got
I'm saying?
something
It's
very
because she was
interesting.
black.
I got something very crazy and interesting. It might sound kind of
Mm-mm.
crazy
Come
to
with
you,
it.
but
We got 7 minutes. Come with it. Seven
got
minutes.
you.
Let's go.
Um, Now that everything's coming out with the whole Elon Musk and Donald Trump thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk, he deleted the tweet 3 weeks ago. He
Mm-hmm.
said Donald Trump would have never been president if it wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
He know what I did and how I did it. And
Mhm.
then I don't know if you remember the week that Donald Trump won president, Elon Musk said that he knew that Trump won the presidency 14 hours before he even won president.
Mhm.
Right.
So
Right.
in my
That's
mind,
very true.
what I think happened, I think Elon Musk hacked the whole system and controlled the whole system and said, okay, we
Yes.
got this. I don't
Hey,
actually think.
hold it. Hold it. Hey, I can't prove
Yes.
that, but I agree with you. Just like I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
Pittsburgh Steelers will win their seventh Super Bowl because
Oh
just like
Lord.
Peyton Manning got his gift on his way out the NFL, well, y'all watch when when we do a Super Bowl, when we do the Super Bowl podcast, I want you to just come on here and be like, man, your Steelers made it to, bruh, you might have had. I think a lot of stuff is rigged.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of stuff. Do you understand how 2 years before this election even came forth, how they were trying to tell you that your vote didn't count? Do
Hold
you
on,
see how
Joe.
they groomed us to? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Y'all are so busy thinking about here and now, y'all ain't even seeing the long game. Y'all
Mm.
playing short ball and they playing long game. Do you understand? 4 years ago, they were telling you your vote don't count, and they kept saying it until you believed it, until you believe it. They kept putting it out there in the stratosphere, in the atmosphere, in the podcast, on all
And
the
it's
major
so
platforms,
funny,
on social media.
so funny. Donald Trump, when he lost the last election, he kept saying it's a rigged election, and now we know that it really is a rigged election.
Absolutely. And that's why a
Facts.
lot
You
of
know
people
what?
don't
That
vote.
part.
That's why a lot
You,
of people don't. Because
you know
they
what?
know it's rigged. This is how
Yeah.
the government was founded exactly how it was supposed to be founded. So they're just literally, they
Right.
have a playbook that they can have continued to go by from before the Constitution.
Hey,
So they just go and buy it, play for play.
this sounds like Drake said Kendrick Lamar had did all these things to Spotify to get these streams because he had been doing it himself. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
you know the play being pulled, you can call
Yep.
out, man, they did this to the vote. You know what you're doing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you did the
You,
same
you,
thing.
you,
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
tell on yourself whenever you do that.
Yeah.
Like
But
if you really think about it,
Joe,
why are we surprised? Like
Mm.
if we look at even how we ended up in our native lands as royalty and doctors and doing all these amazing things, and we were brought into captivity all the way over here and other places scattered to the four corners of the earth. if they were able to pull off that type of a heist, what makes you think that it would stop? Those people have planned for generations and generations. So it's going to continue to go on. We just keep on thinking like, oh no, they're really nice. No, they ain't really nice. You know, they got kids, grandkids. It's a generational approach. Playbook. I'm sorry, Colt. Go ahead, brother Colt.
Oh,
4 minutes.
no, I'm
4
just
minutes
trying
to
to
the top
tell
of the hour.
Joe
Let
that
me
the 1972 Dolphins was not rigged.
go.
That was the only perfect season that would ever exist.
Come on, brother Bowtie.
Hey, and I agree. Hey, I agree with that. I think hold it. All this rigoration may have
Not
been happening
regulation.
back then, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. It's rigoration. The caucasity that they got rigoration these days. I'm just saying. But look, we got 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Let me start with Sean P. And I'm gonna keep everybody on here because I'm still learning how to work this from the mobile aspect, so I can't go solo with y'all. So, Sean, give me some closing words. Let's get ready to get out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Closing words,
We
man.
leave.
The weekend is upon us, man. Find a way to restore, be rejuvenated, be replenished to tackle the next week coming ahead. Do something for yourself, do something for your loved ones, and bless.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Elijah. Give me some closing words. Let us know about your podcast, man. Let's go.
My podcast is on Fitz Take is on all listening platforms, Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, however you want to listen to it or watch it. We have it out there with a lot of episodes. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. But to get on the positive part, if I want to just say anything to anybody, focus on your controllables. Don't focus on what you can't control. You can't control other things that people have around you. Focus on your control, how your attitude, how you approach the things that's presented to you, and how you can affect it in a positive way.
Before I go to Brother Bowtie, Sean, come back, let everybody know about your Sean P experience, what you got coming out new.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Sean P Experience right there on YouTube. The Sean P Experience. Same with the Griots Podcast. I interview authors, filmmakers, illustrators, avid book readers, and just interesting people. And next week, I got 2 shows lined up. I have a Black-owned puzzle company. I saw the brother at Essence, Joe. I saw him at Essence. The Black-owned puzzle company called Unified Pieces. And I have a brother with a children's book. That's next week podcast, 2 episodes. Sean P Experience on YouTube.
That part, Brother Bowtie. Give us some closing words, man. Let them know how they can get them clean bow ties and those wonderful, delicious cigars. Let's go.
What it is, what it ain't, and what we gonna do about it. Let's talk about it and let's do something about it. I just want to say yesterday I made a mistake when I was on the show. Yesterday was my oldest son's 22nd birthday. So I'd like to happy wish him a happy belated birthday, even though yesterday I left a beautiful message for him on my Facebook page. To everybody else, I follow some of you guys on my personal page. Please follow back. Let me try to support you guys and let's support each other back. Follow me on everything, social media, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Stream, Bowtie Untied. If you wish to support my business, support my cause, go to www.brothersbowties.com, brothersbowtiescigars.com. Also, I just started something new on my website, brothersbowties.com. If you don't want to buy a bow tie, you can actually donate money towards a bow tie. And also, when you purchase a bow tie, it gives you an option of actually donating $1 towards supporting a young man with a bow tie. So my goal is for next year is to give kids, young boys in elementary school and middle school, a bow tie at their graduation or whenever event that they have.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
It's not
I'm
gonna
with
be
you on
no
that, brother.
fancy bow tie, but with
That don't
$1
matter.
I will make a
That don't
nice
matter.
simple bow tie for
Yeah.
them. So thank you guys
Amen.
for supporting and thank you guys for listening.
We're going to talk about that every time that you're on here because we're going to get that to happen. We're going to get that going. Sister Alethea, Miss CEO of Pimpin' Positivity. Give it up, sis. Give it up.
I just have one thing to say, just to wrap all this up. Mind the business that pays you.
Ooh!
Mind the business that pays you. And if you can't do that, then shut up.
That's right.
Now go out there, be great in their face, and y'all have a good day on purpose. You're welcome.
Sister Jax, the
Oh my.
spiritual conscience. Talk to me, sis. Talk to me
Yes, I
now.
love it.
Talk
I
to
love
me.
it. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy new moon. We're about to roll into the Sabbath tonight at sundown, Friday sundown, to Saturday sundown. So big ups to everyone that honors the Sabbath. I just want to say great show, great week. Brother Joe, prayers go out to you and your family, and prayers go out to Brother Cope and everyone else who knew the brother that lost his life. We love you, we love him, and we just pray for his family, and may God rest and bless his soul. So if nobody told y'all today they love you, y'all already know. Sister Jax loves you. Also, love the life you live the life you love, and may your reality surpass your dreams. Peace out. Until next week. Be blessed, y'all, and be safe.
So let me say this on the behalf of Sister Alethea, Sister Jax, Brother Elijah, Brother Sean P., and Brother Bowtie, and myself, Joe Dupree. All I got to say is be better today than you were yesterday. Do something today to bless somebody in some manner, some form, that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way that you can pay them back. It is Happy Friday. The weekend is here, baby. And we in Chi-Town. And we're going to send our illustrious past Universal Grandmaster Andre Story 33.
It's all right, Joe. You were blessed to know him. You guys were blessed to know him. I hear he's an amazing brother.
In the prayer, Joe, you in the prayer.
We're gonna send this brother home right.
That's right.
We're gonna send him home right. This is your opportunity to reach out to somebody that you have not spoken to. Somebody who you don't want that hole in your heart, that you let somebody transition to the other side over something so minute, because no matter what it was, it ain't that major. Reach out to somebody that you need to tell them you love them, and do that today. We'll be back Monday if the Lord say the same. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend. We up out of here. Peace.
This car ain't what they paying attention for.